What you are about to experience is out of this world. Politics, history, and of course, a lot of entertainment. It's time to rock it with the Docket.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Kyle Dockery with the Dockery Docket. We are here with our very 113th episode of the Dockery Docket. I'm excited to be here, and I hope that you are excited to be here as well. And if you are excited to be here as well, make sure to go down below, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, so then you never miss one of my videos. So we have to dive headfirst into this Kanye West ordeal. Yes, I know that Kanye West changed his name to Ye or Ye. I don't really know, but I don't respect him very much, so I will call him Kanye for the rest of this video. So now to talk about this whole situation, we have to go back to the very beginning, as Kanye West has been saying anti-Semitic crap for a long time, on both social media and in national media appearances. I don't even know if I can say what he said on this program, but what he said is some of the most deplorable crap I've ever seen in my entire life. And it's a bunch of average Jewish conspiracy theories. Like Kanye's claim that the Jews control all the money and they control all the banks. And somehow a small group of people have taken over the entire world and they control every little part of our society. Kanye has also said that he wants to go DEFCON 3 on the Jews, which DEFCON 3 is a military term meaning that they are on high alert ready to strike the enemy. So Kanye West is basically saying that he wants to kill or is ready to kill Jewish people because he is an idiot. We will also go over other comments that Kanye West made, so make sure you stick around. Apparently, Kanye couldn't stop, and he was so confident that he could say whatever he wanted, and companies like Adidas wouldn't drop him. As Kanye has been working with Adidas since 2013, and Adidas gets an estimated 4 to 8% of its sales from Kanye West products, even though the products look like absolute trash and garbage. Kanye West even claimed on a podcast that the thing about Adidas is, I can say anti-Semitic things and Adidas can't drop me. Now what? Now what? Well, Kanye West was wrong, and Adidas did the right thing and actually dropped Kanye, and it led to Kanye West's net worth to plunge, as now he is no longer a billionaire. Along with that, the bank JP Morgan Chase also cut ties with Kanye West as well. This led Kanye to claim that the government, and according to Kanye West, the Jews were shutting down his bank accounts. Now, here's the thing. Kanye had two options. He could have realized that what he was saying was stupid and apologized, and he could have gotten treatment if that's what he needed. Or he could have doubled down and continued to claim that the Jews were somehow trying to stop him and kill him. Sadly, as you probably already know, he doubled down. However, he got some new friends, as Kanye has thought about running for president since 2020, and now he wants to run in 2024, and I beg of you, please, don't vote for him or you are a stupid person. Anyway, to run for president, he thought he had to have a new campaign manager. So he got the disgraced Milo Yiannopoulos to help him out. Now, this Milo guy was mostly known in the past as a right-wing troll that tried to outperform himself in trying to be as controversial as possible. Well, he did a great job at that, as he basically came out as a groomer, as Milo claimed that it was fine for adult men to have sex with 13-year-old boys, as the boys' sex organs were mature. Just absolutely despicable stuff. And as you know in other episodes, I am not a big fan of groomers or pedophiles. He also believes in other radical stuff, and overall he is a bad person. Then we have Nick Fuentes, who has probably helped Kanye grow on his Jewish hatred, as Nick Fuentes is an anti-Semite who has many videos claiming that the Holocaust wasn't real, which it was, and compared the actual killing of innocent people to cookies in the oven. Nick Fuentes is also known as being a white supremacist, so it's weird that he's working with Kanye West, but once again, he's a bad dude that shouldn't be trusted at all. So we already talked about how Kanye West has been going on these different anti-Semitic rants. So everyone should have backed away from Kanye and not have dinner with him or even associate with him at all. Apparently, Donald Trump didn't get this memo, as over the Thanksgiving holiday, Trump invited Kanye West to Mar-a-Lago. This was a stupid thing for Trump to do, as the media already claims that Trump is literally Hitler. And having Kanye West with him makes things just terrible. It makes it worse. However, it did get worse as Kanye West brought his friend with him, the white nationalist Nick Fuentes. Listen, you are the former president of the United States. Either Trump or someone on his team should have been like, do you really think that meeting with Kanye West was a good idea? And then there had to be someone at that dinner with a cell phone to check out who this Nick Fuentes was. And once Trump found out who they were, he should have kicked them out of his office right away. Because this dinner has hurt Donald Trump, as many people in the Republican Party are calling out Donald Trump for this meeting. And rightfully so. Mike Pence made a statement, along with Mitch McConnell, and the new Speaker of the House, Kevin McCarthy. All of this just makes Donald Trump look terrible, and we won't hear the end of it. Now, Trump was quick to go on Truth Social and claim that he didn't know who Nick Fuentes was, which I know Trump says that all the time. However, Kanye West confirmed on another podcast that we'll talk about later that Trump didn't know who Fuentes was. And it makes me believe that all of this was a big plot by Kanye's campaign manager, Milo Yiannopoulos, as it was Milo that set up this meeting. Let me explain. Before Milo was canceled for wanting to groom little boys, he was an avid Trump supporter in 2016, and he wanted Trump to win in 2020 as well. But at that time, he was canceled. When Trump lost, Milo got mad and wanted vengeance, and he declared that he would burn the Republican Party to the effing ground. This is why Milo did this. He trolled Donald Trump into bringing in a crazy anti-Semite and a white nationalist into Mar-a-Lago, and the media has had a field day with it. And according to Milo, this is what he wanted. He wanted to make Trump's life miserable. And this is why Trump shouldn't have trusted these guys in the first place, because they are trolls, and they want to hurt Donald Trump and destroy his campaign. The sad thing is, from Trump's record as president, he is not anti-Semitic at all, as Ivanka Trump married Jared Kushner, who was a Jewish person, and she converted to Judaism. All of their kids are Jewish as well. And Jared Kushner was also very important to the Trump administration, as he helped Trump create peace deals between Israel and other Muslim countries. He also helped Trump move the embassy to Jerusalem. Also, Trump recognized the Golan Heights as Israeli territory. There is even a train station in Israel named after Donald Trump because the people of Israel love Donald Trump so much. It hurts me that even though all of those things are fantastic for Israel and the Jewish people, they can all be thrown away because some trolls wanted to get revenge on Donald Trump. Honestly, it was a lapse in judgment, and hopefully Trump can turn it around. Meeting with an anti-Semite doesn't make you an anti-Semite. If that were true, then the Democrats would be anti-Semitic for listening to Rashida Tlaib and Ilhan Omar. All the Republicans would be anti-Semitic because they listened to Marjorie Taylor Greene. And all the Brooklyn Nets would have been anti-Semitic because they listened to Kyrie Irving. I'm not defending or belittling anyone. It just makes you want to hit your head on the wall and ask, why? Why would you do such a stupid thing? And to be honest with you, stuff like this makes me nervous about Donald Trump and makes you want to vote for someone else, like Ron DeSantis or Mike Pence or someone else, because I'm just so sick of the drama. However, the drama just gets worse from here on out with Kanye West and his stupid little posse. As after the Trump dinner, there were many people that still wanted to have Kanye West on their podcast or radio programs. So a person named Tim Pool reached out to these three lunatics to come onto his program called Timcast. Now, I will be honest with you, I'm a huge fan of Timcast IRL, as Tim Pool is very good at trying to see both perspectives, as he used to be a more liberal, but now he's more right-wing. He sort of tries to be a centrist. He will have people from the left on his show, and he will have people on the right on his show, along with controversial guests, like Kanye, Milo, and Nick Fuentes. And when I saw this picture of one of the producers of Timcast IRL on a plane with these three men, I was very nervous because I thought that Kanye would go crazy and say something stupid and anti-Semitic, and then Tim Pool would have been canceled as well. Now, in this interview, the most important thing that we learned was that Kanye West admitted that he kinda shocked Donald Trump, and Trump didn't know who Nick Fuentes was. That was the most important part because the interview was cut short. As the interview broke into controversy as Tim Pool claimed that they have been extremely unfair to you, referring to Kanye West. And then a battle on who they was intensified, leading to Kanye West and his entourage to storm out of the interview. Here's that clip.
Yeah, I think they've been extremely unfair to you.
Who is they though? We can't say who they is.
Corporate
Can we?
press. I'm not using I don't use the word as the way I guess you guys use. I'm talking.
It is
about
them though, isn't it? I mean, because
No.
because when you think about it, consider it. In 2018.
What do you mean it's not?
What do I mean? Like, okay, so how about? Are you leaving?
Are you referring to the press?
He's gone.
In reality, Tim Pool meant they as in the corporate press, or the banks that have deplatformed Kanye West. In no way was he referring to Jewish people, and that's why Kanye West got up and stormed out, because Tim Pool wouldn't adapt to the anti-Semitism that was taking place. I wish that the three of these men could have stayed on the podcast for the full 2 hours, because I think that Tim Pool, along with his entourage of co-hosts, would have destroyed anything anti-Semitic that they had to say. And it would have been nice to learn more about the Kanye Fuentes dinner that took place in Mar-a-Lago, along with this idea that Kanye West is going to be running for president in 2024, which once again, I beg of you, if he runs, don't vote for him at all, even as a joke or a meme. Don't do it. The man doesn't deserve to be anywhere near the White House, because being a politician means that there are certain rules that you have to follow. And if you don't follow them, then you are doomed to be canceled. The first rule is never claim that Hitler was a good guy. Ever. Don't do it at all. The second rule is never claim that the Holocaust didn't happen. Don't do it. You're going to be banned. There are, of course, other rules, like don't have sex with everything that moves. We know a few people that have gotten away with that. It's especially worse if you're married. And also, don't scream during a campaign rally. Doing any of these things will lead you into the dustbin of politics, where you will never be referenced of again. Along with that, if you break those first two rules, then you are doomed to be looked at as an idiot and someone that you should not be around at all. Obviously, Kanye broke these two rules, as he went on to another podcast a little bit more controversial than Timcast IRL. It was InfoWars with Alex Jones, who is a controversial character himself that has to pay large sums of money, more money than small countries' GDP, but he still had him on his show still. I don't know why he did that. Now on this podcast, I think that Kanye West thought he had more power to say whatever he wanted, and so he did. As Alex Jones was actually trying to help Kanye West out and be like, hey buddy, listen up. You aren't really a bad guy. You aren't a Nazi. You're not like Hitler, man. You're a good guy. And then Kanye West responded by saying this.
Not a Nazi, you don't deserve to be called that and demonized.
Well, I see good things about Hitler also. I love everyone, and Jewish people are not going to tell me you can love us, and you can love what we're doing to you with the contracts, and you can love what we're pushing with the pornography. But this guy that invented highways, invented the very microphone that I use as a musician, you can't say out loud that this person ever did anything good, and I'm done with that. I'm done with the classifications. Every human being has something of value that they brought to the table, especially Hitler.
The comment, everyone has value they can bring to the table, is actually a pretty good statement. Like, I believe that most people want to do good in life, but not Hitler, you idiot. You say that about people that have different political or religious views than you, not someone that killed millions of people and was a dictator. I wish that this was where it stopped, but it just keeps on going. As in that video I just showed you, Kanye West showed his love for the murderous dictator, as Kanye claimed that Hitler invented highways and invented microphones that Kanye uses as a musician. But is any of that even true? Was Hitler some grand architect of the highway system? Was he so knowledgeable that he created the microphone out of thin air? Well, not even close. As according to Newsweek, the earliest example of a highway was in the Long Island Parkway, also known as the Vanderbilt Parkway, which began production on June 6, 1908, when Hitler was 19 years old and nowhere close to being the dictator of Germany where he could create the highways. Now, don't get me wrong, the Germans in the Nazi era did create highways, and the Nazi government claimed that they created them because it was good propaganda for them, meaning that it was all just a big fat lie. Along with that, this Hitler created the microphone is also easy to debunk, as Alexander Graham Bell made the first microphone in 1876. 13 years before Hitler was even born. In 1856, an Italian inventor created the dynamic microphone, which was smaller, and you could also use it at different events. It is almost like the microphone that I'm using right now. And Hitler was also known to use bottleneck microphones, which was designed in 1928. But there is no evidence that Hitler helped create it. Once again, it was probably just a bunch of German propaganda, which means it was a lie. So Kanye is spilling all of this garbage, and Alex Jones is desperately trying to steer this ship because he doesn't want to be associated with Nazis and Hitler at all. So Alex Jones tried twice to say that Hitler was a terrible person, and each time Kanye West interrupted him and said, "No, I like him a lot." Now, the next video are two videos spliced into one, and it's just absolutely wild. Take a look at this.
I think Hitler was a good guy. I get the Hugo Boss uniforms, amazing. But I mean, just because you're in love with the design, you're a designer. Can we just kind of say like you like the uniforms, but that's about it?
There's a lot of things that I love about Hitler. A lot of things.
Let me just say this in closing. I've done a lot of study. I think Hitler was a really bad guy, and I repudiate what Hitler did. I understand that the British intelligence set him up and used him.
I like Hitler.
I don't like Hitler. And I know you're trying to be shocking with that.
I'm not trying to be shocking. I like Hitler. I do not. The Holocaust is not what happened. Let's look at the facts of that. And Hitler has a lot of redeeming qualities.
So tell us, you think...
The second clip in that little series was the first time that Kanye West denied the Holocaust. And then there was another video where he denied the Holocaust again, and he claimed that Obama was a Jewish president that killed Palestinians. It was just wild. And it makes you wonder what is wrong with this man. You don't say any of this stuff unless something is physically wrong with your brain or you are stupid. You can tell throughout this whole entire video that Alex Jones is extremely uncomfortable. It is crazy to me that Alex Jones is seen in this interview as the one that is sane and is right of mind. As Alex Jones even pointed out that Hitler killed 6 million Jewish people, which is a fact. And Kanye West denied it, claiming that it was a ridiculous notion, and he continued to deny the Holocaust just like in the video I just showed you. If I were Alex Jones in this situation, I would have ended this interview right then and there. I would have gone on a rant about how Kanye West was a grifter, and that he is wrong about everything, and he doesn't deserve to be anywhere near the White House. And then I would have ended it by saying that his outfit looks stupid. I'm sorry for all the audio listeners that can't see it, but he is wearing a literal black mask over his entire face. It seriously covers up his entire upper body, and was made by Balenciaga, who has been in hot water this week, because they put children in an ad with bears that were in bondage gear, with documents on the table that said that child pornography should be legal, which was stupid and wrong of them to do, and I wish we had more time to talk about it, but this episode is all about Kanye. It's just crazy though that Kim Kardashian, who was married to Kanye West, is now wrapped up in this Balenciaga controversy as well, as she was a big supporter of Balenciaga along with other celebrities. So she has that controversy to deal with, and her husband is on different podcasts saying that Hitler was a great guy, and he likes Hitler, and he loves the Nazis. Seriously, people, we need to pray for Kim Kardashian because she is in a mess of a situation right now. Now, you're probably thinking, thank goodness that interview was over and he didn't say anything else that was absolutely crazy and stupid. Nope, I saved the best for last. As Kanye West was talking to Alex Jones about the Prime Minister of Israel named Benjamin Netanyahu. So Kanye West pulls out a net and a bottle of Yahoo, the famous chocolate drink, and started talking in an Elmo-like voice pretending to be the Israeli Prime Minister. Listen, you just have to watch this video because if I didn't have this video right here, you would have thought that I was making this up. I'm not. It's real.
I mean, I'm in the twilight zone right now.
Netanyahu, what do you have to say? What do you have to say to Alex Jones right now, Nick Fuentes and Ye? It was bad. It was bad for Trump to meet with Nick and Ye. Okay. I had no idea your voice was going to sound like that, Netanyahu.
So we can all come to the conclusion that Kanye West has officially lost his marbles. Whether he's going through a mental episode or he actually believes all of it, it is absolutely wrong. And it's not just Kanye. It is the people around him that are feeding him these ideas, like Nick Fuentes and Milo Yiannopoulos. They should be called out just like how Kanye is, because they believe the exact same crap. Here's the thing. During this entire interview with Alex Jones, West had a Bible with him, and he was claiming that he believes all of this anti-Semitic crap to help Christians fight against the Jews. You can tell that Kanye West has never read that Bible before, because Jesus himself was a Jewish person, and God claimed that the Jews were his chosen people. And luckily, through the blood of Jesus Christ, as Paul explains, both Jews and Gentiles can accept the gift of God, which is salvation. Because in the end, Kanye West and his stupid little posse don't represent me, my religion, or my political standing. I disavow anyone who agrees with these men because they are sick and spineless. If they were talking about another race or another religion like Islam or African Americans, I would still denounce them 110% because hate is wrong and it is stupid. I want these men nowhere near the Republican Party or the Christian church because they believe the opposite of both. And with that, I just want to thank you so much for listening to this episode of the Dockery Docket. And until next time, like my mom always says, be good, be kind, be loving, goodbye.